Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group, which is Group F, will present about schedule waste and hazardous management. The name of our group member who present this topic is Muhammad Razik bin Muhammad Nizam, Muhammad Amin Shafiq bin Azmi, Muhammad Zaim bin Muhammad Sabri, Nur Ain Shafiqah binti Shahrin, Nur Shazana binti MD Hashim.
Okay, we move to the first part, which is part A, Introduction. Schedule waste is any waste that has hazardous characteristics and has the potential to harm public health and the environment. The first Schedule of Environmental Quality Schedule Waste Regulations 2005 lists 77 types of schedule waste, and waste management must follow the provisions of the above regulations. Schedule waste is important because the improper management of schedule waste resulted in the contamination of ground and surface water, as well as air pollution, which had a negative impact on the environment and human health. For types of community, our group has chosen Makmal Kimia Analisis dan Persekitaran from Faculty of Science and Marine Environment (FSSM), and this faculty is located at FTKKI Building, University Malaysia Terengganu. The next part is part B, which is community background. As I mentioned before, our group has chosen an analytical and environmental chemistry laboratory under Faculty of Science and Marine Environment (FSSM), and this lab is located at the Faculty of Ocean Engineering Technology and Informatics building in University Malaysia Terengganu. This laboratory has several functions, which are to be a center for learning and teaching, specific research for final year students to complete their final year project, and open research. And last, producing a lot of scheduled waste produced from research done by students and lecturers. Our group has identified some of the problems faced in the laboratory to manage their scheduled waste. First of all scheduled waste that is produced from this laboratory does not have a label on each container that has a scheduled waste. The second one is, all these scheduled waste do not have a specific storage space in the laboratory, and not all of the generated scheduled waste is in a container that is appropriate and acceptable for that types of waste, and is not in the container that was recommended in the EQ Schedule Waste Regulation 2005. And for the last, all containers containing this waste are placed in a temporary storage area under the floor in front of the entrance. We move to the current situation on hazardous waste in community. The situation on the picture below shows that the waste generated in the community was marked with name of waste only without any caution and hazardous sign. Some of the waste does not even have a label or mark, and lack of information such as type of waste, waste code, and generation date, pictogram or sign. Next, the situation below shows the temporary storage in the laboratory. The waste was collected at temporary storage before transport to central lab, and this temporary storage lack of tray as a precaution against spillage.
Part C. Management of shadow waste in the community. The community should learn about and have awareness of shadow waste in Malaysia because with improper management of shadow waste, we can envision the impact it brings to the environment. Hazardous wastes are inevitable in a nation that engage in several industrial pursuits, including manufacturing, building, agriculture, mining, and quarrying. Hazardous waste is classified as scheduled waste in Malaysia. The first schedule of Regulation 2, Environmental Quality Schedule Waste Regulation 2005, is a reference to the wastes that are listed there. the 77 form of scheduled garbage list in the first schedule of Environmental Quality Schedule Waste Regulation of 2005 are broken down into 5 categories, which are SW1, SW2, SW3, SW4, and SW5. SW1 is a metal and metal-bearing waste. SW2 is a waste containing principally inorganic constituent which may contain metal and organic material. SW3 is a waste containing principally organic constituent which may contain metal and inorganic material. SW4 is a waste which may contain either inorganic or organic constituent. And SW5 is the other waste. The flowchart below shows the flow of the scheduled waste disposal in the Analytical and Environment Chemistry laboratory. It starts from the scheduled waste from the laboratory, which is kept in the temporary storage. Then the waste will be sent to the central laboratory in UMT. Next, the scheduled waste from all laboratories will be stored in one place. After that, the central laboratory will liaise with Kualiti Alam Sdn Bhd to collect the waste every 2 years. Lastly, the waste will be treated at Kualiti Alam Treatment Facility.
Shadow waste is defined as any waste with hazardous character that have the potential to harm the public and the environment. This is why we have a program for improvement of shadow waste management. We helping to ensure a proper waste management. A laboratory must develop a shadow waste management system. Every shadow waste generated in the laboratory through teaching and learning and research and development activity should be disposed of in licensed disposal facilities. We remind the community to ensure that shadow waste is managed sustainably and safely if a proper management system for shadow waste is in place. We were assisting by ensuring that procedure and guidelines should be followed to ensure that the university activity do not have a negative impact on the environment, human or other living organism. Our community service is by preparing sticker and labeling and sort the shadow waste with compatible group by refer to register cost form. This is help the community to temporarily label the generate waste with complete information before the person in charge check and confirm the information. This is a picture before and after we doing this.
D. Conclusion. Waste that are scheduled are harmful and toxic by nature. The improper handling of these waste will have negative short and long-term effect on human health, as well as major environmental and ecosystem degradation. The advantage they gain from this program, which is first, the safe and healthy living condition of human and all other living things can be achieved through effective waste management, which also help to prevent environmental contamination. As more individuals turn to recycling and reuse, there will also be decrease in the production of waste. Second, maintaining clean and fresh environment is perhaps waste management biggest benefits. Third, from this program, community will be aware the importance of labeling, sorting the hazardous waste in a proper manner to avoid unwanted condition occur to human and environment. And lastly, improve in a well-run laboratory. The lab assistant is familiar of where and how to locate the chemical they require without having to spend additional funds to purchase them when the supplies are already on hand.
There are some constraints on students to complete this assignment. For the example, first, holding face-to-face meeting with management and laboratory assistant. Second, the difficulty students have in identifying the scheduled material produced by date become a challenge to help the community in identifying the specification of waste material. Third, Students also had difficulty and took some time to complete this assignment because of the waste material that were placed in an irregular and neat manner. Fourth, misidentify each waste. Suggestion for future endeavor among them is: first, create a waste reduction approach and scale strategy after choosing to determine potential waste. Second, use technical expertise, follow regulation, and provide guidance during the decision making process to develop decontamination strategy. Third, analyze trade-off between sampling and decontamination and treatment and disposal. Fourth, it is suggested that the community, whether staff or student, must be knowledgeable about the proper handling and management of hazardous waste. That's all from my group. Thank you.